Hey, everybody. Well, I don't hear any echo or anything, so hopefully my sound is decent tonight. Who do we got here? Whoops. I wish I knew how to work this stuff. Sorry if I'm a little wacko tonight, but I woke up sicker than a dog. And I do have a fever, and my air conditioning's out, and my rechargeable fan ran out of charge while I was sleeping, so I'm hotter than Hades. But I see in Kingsport it's 112 today, so thank God it isn't like that here. I can't even imagine. How does anybody live in that? Seriously. Starry Night, Pink Warrior, hello. Eve, so glad to see you. Hope you're feeling okay. Jess, Jody, love you, girl. JW, following Innocent around. Innocent, you have a stalker. God, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. All right, not because of you guys, though. Hey, Avian guy. Oh, Misty Rose. Yes, exactly. I'm there. I know. Very hard to breathe. Ordinarily, I keep it 65 in here when my air is broken, and that's almost a brand new 2-ton air conditioner. So I don't know why it's not working. I hope it doesn't have a leak. Okay. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Wolf Lover. Yay. Nutty Nurse. Hello. Peachy. No, he doesn't have a warrant out. Peach. Hey, not that chicken nugget. Peachy, would you be able to drop the link for that Degenerate Lost in the back for me so I can play it? If you can't, that's okay. I'll just play it on my phone. Not that chicken nugget. Hello, welcome. I don't know who you are. Ernie's acting. Oh, he's in trouble with the law, right? But he doesn't have a warrant. That's the Eclipse. Hello. What did Nick put up? See, I'm behind because I'm not feeling good. There would have to be a baseline for Ernest's level of weird. And he would well, I'm not sure I'm going to say what his problem is because I don't want the hounds of hell after me. But there is something in the works. I will say that. More than one thing in the works, actually. Hi, Lenny J. Perfect time to quit YouTube, yeah. Hi, Honeybee. Yeah. Imagine turning in then protecting him later. Yeah, that's some kind of psycho nonsense, isn't it? Hey, Nancy. Haven't seen you in a while. Innocent, did I say hello to you? Love you, girl. You know that. Starry Night. Who else we got here? Ran 5150. Sheila D. Hello. Oh my God. Yeah, I honestly think it might be a sinus infection because my ears are fucked up. Hey, Blame Katie. I ate a fart, Tarek. You and Fox can always lift my mood. I don't know what it is about you two. Matt Griffin, do you have a tongue? What? What is that? I'm not even going to read that, Matt. Come on, straighten up. Nana Kim, hello. Spidey fan. Robo Granny. Wisconsin Mama, love you, girl. Curiosity, Pam O'Connor, hello. Girlfriend. If you're feeling bad, please do not stay on long. I'm going to I'm gonna go till I drop. Appreciate you talking though. I don't have any obligations tomorrow, so. JP Fluff. Love you, girl. Hey, Anissa. Cancelina. I love your name. That is amazing. Anything with Lena in it seems. SD Eclipse. Am I an hour behind in chat again? Hey, Cinema Girl. Hey, Sugar Pie Honey Bun. Governor Giddy Up. Look at all the people in here. I hope I just don't disappoint you. Rabbi Aaron. You know, you're right. I should have checked that. However, the fan's running. It's not a blown fuse. It's something either they haven't cleaned off the cottonwood from the vents in 2 years, so it might be that. I know they have to use a special solution, so it's not something I can do. Or it's from a leak somehow. Who the hell knows? Should still be under warranty, though. It's practically brand new. But thank you for mentioning that. I will go out and check to make sure that it's not that somehow. No warrant? I don't know, but there is no warrant, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I can see that tempers are flaring from that. Yeah. I wish I had an attic fan. Boy, those work really good, don't they? Hi, Ring Dancer. I bet in houses they have those. No, Peachy, you don't have to stay up there. Here, let me figure out how to do this without killing myself. Crap. I wish I knew what I was doing. It would be so much easier. Okay, Peachy, here's the thing to come up. And you don't even have to come on panel. You can just, and then let me, hey, Cows, OG, hey, Ryan. Yeah. Okay, it's, oh, Mount Violet, is it Ginny? Hello, Mount Violet. Okay, Sidekick, Barbara Walters. Look at everybody. Sorry, I just had a brain fire. It's a Degenerate Lost one that he just posted last night, and I commented on it. Let me try to find the link here. And that will probably kick me off. Is Fox in here? I want to know what movie he didn't cry at today. Oh, darn it. I wish I knew what I was doing. Oh. Skirt. Welcome. Welcome. Becky Kibler. Ernie, you're going to find tonight enlightening, not the first part, but the last part. Ernie, do I put a lock in the chat if you want me to unlock Ernie's reality today? Turn the page. Hello. I don't trust you to not porn bomb me, Ernie. Sorry, because I've seen you do that lately. How about if you just hang out and chat for a little while? And yes, I know there's no warrant on you, so Ernie, turn yourself in. Oh, just a minute. Nope, JW, thank you. I did that, and I did put new batteries in there. I want him to come up about his warrant. Stormy Skies. Uh-oh. Oh, you guys, if I put him up here, it's my hey Max, hey Mopar. You're robbing views. Oh yeah, that's the real Ernie, but I don't trust him to not porn bomb me. And I don't know how to put anything up here to Yeah, you guys, I wish I knew what I was doing. Just a minute. I'll just play it. I can't figure out how to. Oh, Peachy. Is that really you? Oh, please really be you.
It's me.
Uh,
I'm dropping your link back here.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, it's the deleted live you want, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh,
Yep.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. I sent Constance a message, but she didn't read it yet. I got to
Yep.
figure out how to do this. I got to have somebody tell me how to do this.
Is Ernie in your backstage?
No, he's not.
Okay. I'm going to type something to you back there.
Okay.
So don't announce anything. Just read it and then, so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
All
No,
right.
he's not.
All right. I'm going to mute out. You can, I'll
Okay.
fall off when I'm done typing.
Okay. Thank you. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
Yep. I'll mute.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure is that gonna work? Peachy? No.
Oh, do you need me to do the whatever you call it? Where'd she go? Why am I the only person up here? Where's Lisa? Well, hey everybody. Oh God. Oh, there she is. Lisa?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, okay. Just making sure. Do you need
Oh,
me to
wait, can you drop it in the back chat so I can play it or no?
yeah, I did.
Or I mean not in
Oh,
the back chat,
but
in
see,
the
I think that if I get down, that it will take the screen away, will it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let
Let's try
me
it. If not, I'll just Mhm.
Did that give you a screen back there?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
thank you. Perfect.
But see, I'm the one that has to control the screen. Like hit
Oh, you do?
play.
Okay, never mind then. I'll just play it on I'll just play it on my other phone then. I don't want to
Okay.
tell you what. It's okay. Thank
Uh,
you. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you. At least we tried.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Why is it still playing? Okay. Why is it still playing? That's so weird. How the hell do I get rid of this now? I can't even stop it. Oh, okay. Just a minute. Okay. Can you hear me now? I feel like okay. Now we're gonna go. Another tequila sunrise. Hello. Ryan finds truth. Yeah, Ryan. Everybody sub up to Ryan. He's got some good stuff coming up. Some Ernie Shell stuff. Hey, Cat 65. Hey, Rakes. Sheila. Or Nicole. Hello. Lisa, stop acting like me with technology. I'm not near as technologically advanced as you are, Blame Katie. Trust me. I'm very low level. Kindergarten. Jeff. Yeah, he's not. Is he still in chat? He insists his military. Yeah, dog tags are real. Those are not real dog tags. I mean, you can buy dog tags at like Pet Supplies Plus, right? They have a machine there in the front. A rain dancer, that's good. Okay, Ernie, I actually would let you up for a minute or two if I knew you weren't going to porn bomb me, but I'm not handy enough to figure out how to keep you from doing that. So let me see. Let me find this. Okay, so first, keep your pick big. The Commonwealth Attorney. Okay, here's what I can say. Because I woke up with this fever, whatever I've got here today, with my phone blowing up, people calling, messages, Ernie has a warrant, Ernie has a warrant, Ernie has a warrant. Okay, so first of all, Madison County, and I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong. I'm telling you what I researched and what I know. So first of all, Madison County doesn't have anything to do with Ernie. Ernie's probation is in Perry County. So there wouldn't be a warrant out of Madison County. It would be out of Perry County. So, hey, Buddhas. So, his PO officer in Perry County actually laughed at the fact that I would say he had a warrant. He said there is no warrant. He would be the first person to know. No warrant has come out of Ernie has no warrants. He said he would be the first person to know. He has not violated Ernie. He actually just saw Ernie. Ernie just took a drug test. And that he is not going to violate him, and he does not have a warrant. Okay, so then, as far as Madison County, just to cover all bases, right? One of Ernie's sisters, and I'm not going to say which one, and Ernie, you have no idea, and it's not Amber, called Madison County to check, just to cover all bases, and the sergeant at Madison County said that there is no warrant on Ernie Shell in the state of Kentucky. So that's what I know. That's what I know. Sidekick, yes, there are 2 open cases. Those are his 2 failure to appear cases in Madison County. The 22 and 23, those are still considered active cases until he serves out his probation. If you look on FOIL, Kentucky Offender, Ernie is still listed as on probation. There's not an active warrant on there. And that's all I can tell you. Purple Rainstorm, yeah, I know why he's laying low. Ernie, do you want to tell us in chat why you're laying low? Because I do know. I asked him if he would say, if he would tell us why the other day. And that's the only time he ever kicked me off panel. How do I know Ernie took a drug test? His probation officer said that he took a drug test. That was a week ago. You guys can argue with me all you want. This is what I know. This is what you know, the Madison County sergeant said, and what Ernie's PO officer said in Perry County. So if somebody has some paperwork, that's fine. I don't have anything to take back here. I'm just telling you what I was told, right? So what would, his probation officer already even said he wasn't going to violate him. And if he didn't pass the drug test, he would go to jail for 3 days and then come right back out. That was the extent of what he would do to him. So, but he did pass the drug test. The results are back. They were double checked. And I saw somebody say he missed his parole appointment. Apparently he didn't. I don't know these for facts. These are just what I was told by his parole officer. Hey, Chica. Did anyone check Tennessee for warrants? I don't know. I did check. I believe I checked Vine Link. I know I checked to see if both he and or Don Wells were in jail last night. Hey, Cancelina. Yep. Blame Katie. I'm not calling anybody a liar. I'm just saying what I, through my research, was told from Perry County, Madison County. That's all I know. Maybe they're lying. Who knows? Maybe his parole officer is lying. But Ernie is not at any of his family's, sisters, mother's houses in Harlan. That's a fact. That's an odd thing too. It's almost, I don't know. Is he really on meth? Ernie, are you still here? Okay, Peachy. That's fine. I'm not saying I'm right. You guys are wrong. I'm just saying what his PO officer and the Madison County police sergeant told me. That's all I know. What is the warrant? What is the basis for the warrant? Does anyone know? Can you tell us? Hi, Mr. Nobody. Well, he's not really in hiding. He's just been told to I don't know. Does somebody want to come up here and oh, I love it. Oh, Ryan, please. Yes. Please. And we know Ern loves Waffle House. Ernie, are you still in here? Exactly, Ted Thompson. And you are always the voice of reason. I think you're absolutely correct. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, what I was told. So, but Ernie's family did ask me to pass on that he is not at any of his family's houses and they do not need any extra aggravation at this moment. I love Waffle House too. Lisa can make anyone treat her like their mom. What? Well, yeah, Katie, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Time will tell, right? All I'm saying is what I was told from those two sources. So, maybe it isn't in the system. However, his parole officer said he would be the one to do it. He would be the one to know. He would be the first one to know. He did check. And the Madison County, he did check too and said statewide there is no warrant for Ernest Mac Shaw. that the person that Ernie's sister called at first said that he would not be able to see that, but he did have a sergeant check it and then return the phone call. So I don't know. What are people thinking that he has a warrant for? I'm curious about that. I want you to check out that store in Hazard. What store? The store where by where Ernie was staying. Oh, Barbara Walters, God forbid. With Mo? Um uh um yes. They send it in apparently, so they can't say it's a false positive, and it was double checked. But then apparently they do not violate you. They wait until you come in. This is what I was told. You wait until your next check-in, and they take you to jail. I'm pretty sure that they have to have an actual, hearing like Fred Hill did. Oh, Ernie just went live. Of course he did. Fred, before they violated him on probation because he was not making his $10 a month payment, they had to have a hearing, right? He had to go to court and, they have to provide evidence of why they're violating you. And then they rule on it. And he was able to avoid the violation because he brought his restitution up to date. I do know that. So I don't know. Don't be fighting or anything. Hey, Artillery. Oh, is he calling me names? Probably. I don't care. I don't know. Amy Lynn, I'm not saying anybody's lying. Just conflicting stories. It's just, what I was told. Maybe he committed a new crime somewhere. No, I'm not gonna say. I know that's frustrating for you guys, but are things in motion. Let's just say that. So I don't know. Somebody mentioned New York. Is that boom? Okay. You say so. Whatever. Not me. Give me that information. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. And even VineLink. I've talked to the lady that did VineLink before in Tennessee, I think. And it's just a lady that types them in. And she said sometimes she just gets overwhelmed and sometimes it's a mess and you don't always get the right information. So, but VineLink overall is pretty accurate. I mean, it has to be, right? The whole purpose of VineLink is to let victims of crimes know where the perpetrator is at all times, right? So you can protect yourself. So I don't know. We'll wait and see, if tomorrow. And I'm not calling anybody a liar. Yeah, Sheila, he's got more problems than just that. Head in the clouds. It wasn't just to anyone, so. Sad that people want to believe it's horrible because he's not online. Hey, Hazy. Well, yeah, well, his probation officer said he didn't violate him, so I don't understand unless it's a new crime. And they also the previous parole officer said that they are not social workers and he can't. That was told right to me. And that it had to be a new crime. He had to be charged with a new crime. So that's quite possible. That would probably not be updated until overnight. So did he commit a new crime somewhere? I don't know. I know somebody was looking into that, so it's possible. Can't Selena possibly? We're talking about Harlan County and Hazard and Kentucky. So there you go. Yeah, Tim Thompson, you should start your own channel. You should go live. You have really good insights, really good comments. And who told he can't go live? I don't think anybody did, Mr. Nobody. He's live right now. Isn't he? He just went live. I can't even take a break. Geesh, this will cost you. He does not have a warrant, Nimrod. If he had a warrant, they would have arrested him at his appointment. That's boom. Are Ernie's records just in Tennessee and Kentucky? Somebody said he had charges still in New York. I don't know what happened to those. I can't find those. They seem to be in the ether like the van charge. What happened to the Bolt van charge? That just disappeared. That disappeared before he even went to court. That wasn't even on the table. And he said he's just that good, right? He thinks he is, anyway. Exactly. Time will tell. We'll find out tomorrow. All I'm doing is saying what I was told, you guys. You know, and other people are saying what they were told. So, lunch on me. Hey, Ryan, I'll meet you there. Well, if I was feeling better, I would. I love Waffle House. That's like my favorite restaurant. He was told to stay off because of his actions in the Jaden Spicer case. Okay. JW, is that you, Phoebe? I hate those laughing emojis. That reminds me of Phoebe. He said earlier in chat he's going live. Oh, well, so. Oh, well, yeah. He did draw some subs away from me. So that's fine. If family told you, I would believe that. Barbara Walters, I know Ryan's a nice guy. He just wants to get to the truth. Oh, Valium. Throw 2, please. Can you say who told him he can't go live? Who said he was told he couldn't go live? You keep asking that. I'm not understanding, Mr. Nobody. What? Who said he was told he can't go live? He's live right now. He's live right now. Hi, Jaded. Hi, Sandy Gamp. I'll have 3. Oh my God, people are fighting over the Valium. Who's Cancelina anyway? Somebody check that out. So that's not Nicolina, is it? They don't announce to the person they're going to come and test them. Actually, he goes into the PO for his monthly visit and tests there. I can't say some stuff, but viral load, hello. So if they said there's no warrant, then why are you parroting morons that say he does? Nobody said there. I'm not parroting anybody. Hey, free side. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want this to turn into a big drama thing. Yeah, we'll just wait. We'll just wait. You think that's Mo? Failure to report. But he said he just did report. Yeah, tomorrow. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. You can show us tomorrow. Oh my God, Barbara Walters just put a new AI thing up. You guys need to go sub up to her. She does the most amazing AI little thingies. Okay, so we're going to play this Degenerate Lost thing. Thanks, Peachy, for trying to do this. But, oh, yeah, he actually... Yeah, I'm always behind in chat. I'm always behind in chat. Oh, Lisa, that clicking is driving me crazy. What clicking? What? I'm always behind Verbal. Hey, Verbal. I'm always behind in chat. Could that be where I heard some things? Who knows? Don't talk about clicking, because... What? Clicking? What clicking? There's nothing here but me. Sounds like a pen clicking. Hi, Raindrop Lost. Love you, girl. Definitely a clicking noise. Do I need to leave and come back? Something? Is Ernie in the back chat clicking something? A pen clicking. Okay, do you hear it now? Do you think he'll hear it if I play this thing? Okay, let's play this. Why isn't it doing it now? I have no idea. What the hell's going on? Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, trolling. I'm a troll. I think it's when you scroll the chat. I hear a baby kitty. No, he's a big fat ass cat that's on me right now. It's got to be like 25 pounds or something. And no, it's not all muscle. Okay, so let's play this. Oh yeah, he's purring. Aren't you, Miles? This is from Degenerate Lost. So, is Innocent in here? Meow, meow. Oh, meow, meow. Somebody said I needed to grow up when I said that, but okay. I have a fat cat too. You said, what's clicking? I was like, oh, damn, I am crazy. What clicking? Well, it just let you write fart. Okay, so we're going to play this Ernie Shell. Can somebody drop Degenerate Lost, please, for me? Their channel? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Lurking. Love ya. Okay, so this is Ernie Shell deleted live. Threats to BDAC and stories about Shelby Shell. Mags, did I say hi to you? You know I love you. I don't know who BDAC is. Innocent said it was someone that had passed away. And Ernie talks about how they were one of his mods or something. So let's listen to this and then I'll commentate. Hopefully there won't be any clicking. Oh hell, there probably is. All there is his face. That's all you're missing on this, so.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can everybody hear me? Good morning in the chat. Can you hear me?
Hey, Ernie, I know you're here somewhere listening.
Uh, so, starting to read some of these email messages, and some of these really nice messages that you guys have sent. To be honest, I broke down. It actually broke me down. I didn't think that, me coming out and saying that I did something with my mental health. That's something that's real big. But I noticed something.
Quit calling me. For crying out
I
loud.
noticed something with that, and I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better by just even saying that, hey, maybe I do have a problem. Maybe I do have a problem with my mental health. Maybe I do.
You think, Ernie? Just when I think I can't hate him anymore, and I don't hate Ernie just to hate someone, and I don't hate Ernie for Ernie. Actually, I hate his lies, and I hate what he's done to ruin his family's life, and I hate what he's done to Shelby. If he just quit lying. But here, just when he does something that makes me madder than hell, something like this happens. He says, I see something like this, and I actually feel sorry for the motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, he really does need help. He really is very seriously ill. I think we all know that. It's like a balance between how much of it is malevolent and how much of it is beyond his control. Do you agree with me? Put a lack in the chat. How much is he aware of the damage he's causing, or does he not? It still baffles me that he spent 30 minutes calling every court in Tennessee looking for a restraining order that he knew didn't exist. Why would you do that? Why would you do that when you knew that there was no restraining order and never was, and you were not going to find anything? It was like I had to leave because it was like embarrassing. I was embarrassed for him because you knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. Why did he do that? Out of all the other things that he says he's going to show or prove and then doesn't, why would he double down on that? That just baffles me. Okay.
And it makes me feel better to be able to say that. It really does. So, with that being said, where do we go? I mean, where do I go from there? I was reading a message a while ago, and a beautiful lady was messaging me, and just talking to her, and she was like, telling me some of the things that's going on in her life, and I was trying to tell some things going on in my life, but do I really want to put something on somebody like that? I mean, I have to think about that. Do I really want to take someone who, to me, is normal and have her have to deal with my problems too? I don't want that. I don't want that. I can't put nobody through that. I can't do that. Last night, I was invited to a chat, and I wasn't even watching. I wasn't watching the stand. I wasn't watching nothing, but I was invited, and I was like, I didn't know who I was in on a panel with, and then I seen BDAC up there.
Yes, Ryan. I think he has had a tough life, and he has had some mental problems, and I do think some of it is out of his control. However, right here, he's aware that he has a mental health problem, right? So what do? You're aware that that's affecting your everyday life and the people around you. He just said he doesn't want to subject another person to his problems. But yet his problems are self-inflicted. People didn't just pick him out of the, millions of people on the planet to troll. There's a reason. There's a reason people troll Cyrax, right? I mean, yeah, some people are just trolls, but not to the extent of the people against Ernie. I mean, you got to admit, he's brought some of that on himself. Actually, quite a bit of it, I believe. Tiffany Marie, I'm going to give you a little time in the corner to think about that. Because I don't know why in the hell, when you're going through what you're going through, that you would come on here and make a comment like that. I'll give you a little grace because of what you're going through, but I'm sorry, that's fucked up to come on here and say that. That is fucked up.
And I thought about it. I was like, it used to be one of my mods. BDAC used to be one of my mods. I never hung out with BDAC. I never got to, message BDAC back and forth. I wanted to. I really wanted to. I remember he sent me a message. The first message he ever sent me was, "Hey, this is Ben, Ben so-and-so." I ain't going to say his last name. And it really hurt me. It really hurt me when I look back at that message. I just looked at that message.
Thank you. Yes, Barbara Walters. I think somebody got to it before I. Yeah, Ryan, that there was no excuse for that. Absolutely none whatsoever. I had to read it twice to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. It was that unbelievable and that uncalled for.
Again, just a while ago. Maybe if I'd have got to talk to him and let him understand who I am, maybe things have been different. Unfamiliarity is what it is. I've done some things, guys. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't say I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. Not by no means. I would have given anything to been able to do the medallions. I paid over $500 just for the molds to try to get those out.
Okay, so I'm able to debunk some of the things he says here. I do have the information on the molds, where he got the molds, who he paid for the molds, why he didn't get the finished product. I should put that all together. It all came down to he didn't get him because he didn't want to pay for shipping from the guy in California that he had to do it for him. And I have all that. The molds. The little tiger, the little kitty pendants.
And the trolls destroyed me on that. Mom rushing my email saying I had an order here, order there, order there. They took and made me think that I had like 30, 40 orders, but they was bomb rushing my email trying to pre-order. And then they was canceling. They would send $3 or $4. I can show you. And then they would actually like pay for like the 100 and then go ahead and go back to PayPal and refute the $100 just so PayPal would shut my account down. That ain't right. That ain't right. I have all that. I've been up all morning long. I have a meeting with my lawyer.
Always a lawyer. I know it's tomorrow. I'm behind. I'd rather label it emotional health than mental health. That's, yeah. There is a stigma with people's mental health. I actually think that people that don't seek treatment are the dangerous ones. Because I think everybody has traumas, unresolved issues, things that they need to work through. And, you know, if you don't have the money to see a psychiatrist, come on YouTube. We'll talk about it here. We'll help you figure it out. Right? Free. For free. They think you're restreaming Ernie now. What? What? They think you're restreaming Ernie now. I'm not restreaming Ernie. This is from Degenerate Lost. Pretty sure that I posted that. And I'm not restreaming anything because I don't know how to do that. I can't even share screen. You saw me try to do that and it didn't work. So I have permission from Degenerate Lost to play this. A tragedy pimp who has files of minors. Whatever. Yeah. I heard them over there. Of course, that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about, and I need to stick to the subject, but yeah. Over on Crime Lines and Lives, they spent a lot of time over there discussing in detail what prisoners do and get for pictures of little blonde, blue-eyed children. I mean, disgusting filth and an amazing imagination, actually. Like, who goes there? Either they have extremely intimate knowledge of prisoners' sex lives in prison, like firsthand, or they have an extremely active imagination, because I couldn't even fathom what they're saying. It didn't make any sense in the first place. Do they realize that if you're going to take a fully clothed 4-year-old girl's first day of school picture and jack off to it for some unknown reason, they have access to TV. They have access to magazines with scantily clad women in them. They're allowed those. And no, Shelby does not have one, but he had a friend that told me about it. That he had them. So, I mean, there's plenty of pictures that they're available to jack off to, that they don't need to take this one and sell it for commissary. Okay, I'm done talking about that. That's bullshit. Think we all know who the See You Next Tuesday is.
After church, he's going to call me. He's supposed to call me after church. And we're just going to, you know, just go over some things. What's the next step?
What did Tarek say? Did he offer me money to say a certain word? What? Exactly, Ted Thompson. He did say he would. Wait, what did Tarek say? Suck a dick. Got my attention. I screenshot someone that told me to suck their dick. Do I? Oh my God.
She is, because tomorrow starts a whole new light. It's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day.
And you'll fuck it up just like you did this one.
I don't want to do this to these people.
Why do you keep doing it then?
That's not my character. Never has been my character.
That is your character.
But the shoes on the other foot, look what they've already done to me.
The size 8 shoes?
Look when I was making, you know, it ain't big money, but, you know, when you're using your own gas and you're making, you know, $150, $200 a day doing DoorDash, Uber, stuff like that, it's still a substantial life, you know, you still live off of it. They called in. You want a murderer working for you? You want a murderer working for you? Over and 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 over. They would even make fake calls and do stuff like that and got me fired.
Who's called Ernie a murderer? I've never heard anybody call him a murderer. Actually, that I can think of. And you're going to say, oh, you accused him of killing Ronnie King. No, never did. Never did. He lied about it, but I've never said that. Rabbi Aaron, that's a very good comment. That's a very good comment. Yep. They say people in prison. Yeah. rape and kill anybody that is involved with CSAM. But yeah, they're going to say that they're all sharing those. But yeah, nobody accused some of these people of having any common sense. Really, they don't think it through. They don't think it through.
Got me fired. The security job I had. I love that job.
Hey, Jody.
I would drive an hour and 20 minutes to work every day and an hour and 20 minutes back.
What, Max? What are you talking about? My brother had pics of one of the guards she brought. Oh, my God. I hear talk that some of those female guards are doing some dirty stuff with some of the hot inmates, I guess. Pictures. Yeah. I can't even talk about that. I've told the story several times about how when I went to tell Shelby about that female guard in the UK that made that porn tape with the prisoner and his cigar smoking cellmate, filmed the whole thing. As soon as I started mentioning that, our call got cut off. People think they aren't listening in. I guess they didn't know that that was over in England. They didn't want to hear me say anything bad about any COs, I guess, apparently. Or that CO thought I was talking about them. Okay, let's continue. Ted, you're just honestly the voice of reason in a forest of insanity. Hey, Life's Dance, love ya. Don't time Buddha out. He's talking to me. He's not bad. Somebody's being timed out? No. My mods know I don't like that here. No, we don't time out people. So for that one person. I mean, you can't. All right. Tiffany Marie. There. Sorry I had to do that and you had to make me a liar, but goodbye. Have a nice night.
Just because I love the job. What happened? They found out where I was working at. They got me fired.
Oh, that's a good comment. Hey, Pink Warrior.
That's 3 jobs I lost within just a short time. If you look at my resume, it's impeccable. I have a very, very nice resume. My license are legit.
You don't have a fucking resume. I've seen your full resume that you sent to Constance Sue, the 29-page resume of all your accomplishments. I've seen that. It's not impeccable, and it's not true. Half those organizations never even existed. I mean, your own family testified that you made that all up, that you were never bounty hunter. You seem to think that, I don't know, because you were a licensed unarmed security guard, that makes you some kind of super ninja, bounty hunter, fugitive recovery agent / whatever you do. Have you ever thought about acting, Ernie? Because that does seem to be something you're good at. What happened to those 4 days of filming you did in Florida? Where is that? Have we ever seen that? Anybody? Ernie? You know what? I'll let you up here right now if you want to play that for us.
My certifications are legit. Those PPS licenses I held that ran out here just last year, 21.
You know, I do not condone anybody making these calls. Seriously. Causing trouble, calling people's families, calling people's jobs. What is up with that? What happened to Don't Go Real Life? Seriously. Why are people trying to interfere with total strangers' lives because they don't like something they said on social media? Speaking of mental health problems, there we go. I did say that.
December 31st, 21. That's real license. I can still get them back. My bail bondsman license, which is also bounty hunter license, they don't run out to the end of this year. But what good does it do to try to do anything if as soon as you step foot out in this world and you get back into the workplace environment and you're getting fired, you can't live off that. So why would I want someone now, you know, well, I would love to have someone, but why would I put someone through that?
Why are you putting us through that? That's what I want to know. You've been putting us through that for 4 years now. Or longer. I wasn't aware of Ernie until the racetrack search when Summer Wells went missing. Before that, I didn't even know he existed. However, my first time I laid eyes on him, I knew what he was. I knew 100%. I have that burned into my retinas. Him in full gear, hunched down, looking into the camera at ground level at that racetrack. What a bunch of bullshit. Margaret, you've lived a very colorful life, girl. Love ya. Got 2 years for trying to escape. You're welcome to come up anytime and talk about your family and that picture you sent me yesterday was absolutely hilarious. You could talk for days. And you could talk about Ernie too. I know. I don't. Oh well. What clicking? Raindrop, let's stop it.
I can't do that. I can't do that. When BDAC said what he said last night, a lot resonated, and I understand him, but I never got to talk to him, especially got to see him. I mean, I've seen him on the news a couple times and in some magazines, but I never seen him in, I'm not talking about those kind of magazines, but I never seen him in those, you know, that kind of light of day. I didn't know about his health issues. I feel sorry for him. I do. I feel sorry for him. I didn't.
So just because you didn't know about someone's health issues, it's okay to go ahead and what? Talk about them? Give them hell? Torture them? We're all going through something, right? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what anybody's dealing with, right? I mean, we all have family problems or money problems or, you know, health problems, right? I don't know anybody that doesn't have problems, but there's no reason to call their job or their family and try to cause more problems. I don't think that's an excuse, Ernie. Just because you didn't know something, you're sorry that you tortured them. Shame on you.
I want to run him off panel. I didn't want to do that. But the fact of the matter is, when it stands in court and they say, hey, why did you attack this man for? Why did you attack his mental image for? Why did you do that? They're going to lose. Each one of them will lose. They'll drop. But why go through all that? Are you guys going to push me to that? Because I'm going to tell you, if you do that, it's not going to be nice me like you see right now. I'm going to be heartless when I do it. You don't want to see that with me.
What do you mean, nice you? No, I'm not clicking anything. I'm not touching anything. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't have any other programs going. And we've never had that before. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Barbara Walters, I don't know. He did know Amanda. He dated Amanda. And I'd like to hear that. I'd like to hear that story, Ernie. Where were you, Ernie? Do you want to come up here now and tell us that? Or maybe when we're done, I'll come over there and ask you some probing questions. Do you guys hear constant clicking? I'm sorry, I have no idea what that could be. There's literally nothing here. I'm laying here with my phone's propped on my boob. And my boob is not clicking. Yeah, he did know Amanda. He dated Amanda.
You don't want to see that. I've not been paid nothing from YouTube. YouTube owes me $7,900 and so many odd dollars.
Here we go again.
My AdSense is not working. All my stuff's not fixed, so I can't get that. That's held.
YouTube owes me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
That's held up. That's held up.
Still.
I don't have no money like that. PDAC's got hundreds of thousands of dollars. He'll never know what it's like to face the turmoils of life.
You know, Ernie, you could get a job. Seriously. Like the rest of us. You could. You don't have to, scrimp by and, live like a homeless person because you can't scam people out of enough money to live any better. You could get a job. I don't know. Like I said, he could go to like Home Depot or Menards and work on the dock and work his way up there. They pay pretty good and they have good advancement opportunities. Why doesn't he just get a job? I don't get it. I don't get it. Apparently, now I don't know anything about hey McBee, Mr. Kitty, BDAC. I don't know anything about him, but apparently it sounds like it. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. He doesn't know like what it's like to suffer. Get a fucking job, Ernie. Get a job. And you know what? If YouTube owes you thousands and thousands of dollars and you haven't been paid in years, this was what, 2022. So this was while he was on the run, right? He said the 3 years he was on the run, he made more money than he had ever made in his life. And that money came from the Tiger Twats, right? So what is he talking about? That he has to scrimp and save and he's, sounds like a pretty nice life, actually. Doesn't have to do anything for any of his money.
To walk through that. Because for the longest time, he's had it get to him. No, I'm not saying he's not worked for it, because he has worked for it.
Then it wasn't given to him. Then it wasn't given to him.
He's got kids. I'm sure they're very productive. But I can't take myself and degrade myself down enough to say, bad things about that man because I can't do it. Because I never knew that man. I never knew that man. I never got a chance to know him. Before, when he first...
Hey, Jeff, where's that comment? I was gonna highlight a comment and I don't see it now. I hope it didn't get deleted. Oh, Jeff. According to him, he was homeless to see if he could do it. Do you remember him saying how he had to, rub dirt on himself and rub dirt into his clothes and to look like he was homeless? Remember all that? And then he hasn't taken a shower since then? Is that the deal? I don't think he had to rub too much dirt on him, actually. But that's mean. Sorry. I take that back.
Turned against me. I was trying to get up with him. But it was too late. So guys, for you creators out there, reach out to your mods and try to get a one-on-one relationship, kind of a professional relationship with them.
Hi, Dipey.
See what they're going through. If anything you can do to help them, because that's the best way. Communication is key. I lost him on account of that one reason like that. I know that is. Because if I got to talk to him, and if I'd have got to have a heart-to-heart with him, things might have been different. But if he'll take my advice, I didn't say advice. If he'll just take up on that one pointer I'd give him, go look these people's backgrounds up. They can hide behind the jailhouse mentality of it all. They can fool anybody. The jailhouse lawyerism of it. Don't let them pull you astray every day. I'm not saying you come suck on me or whatever. I'm not saying that at all.
Come suck
Do
on you?
your own homework. You're a smart man. Do your own homework. And you'll find out that life ain't greener on the other side. That's a fact. Now, with that being said, I do have, mental health problems. I do. And I'm just now starting to realize that. For the longest time, I was like, well, I'm strong enough. I can overcome this. I can overcome that. I can pull myself out of it. And this is a word I don't like even using in my vocabulary. I can't. You know how hard that is for me to say that? I mean, you're looking at whatever they want to call me, Chief Lightning Tiger Thunder Thief, saying that right now.
Chief Lightning Tiger Thunder Thief. What part of it is he objecting to? The thief part? Because it seems like Chief Lightning Tiger Thunder is right, like, up his alley, right? Seriously, Ernie, the KKK never marched down your street. You weren't trained at the age of 4 in tracking by Cherokee natives. Tell us something that's real. Tell us something that actually happened that can be verified with someone, not something that you imagined. I know things about your life that were real, terrible things that happened. Go ahead, tell us one thing that happened that was real instead of making shit up.
I can't. Because when it happens, it's a trigger. Something triggered me, yes. But look what all these people want to do to me. They want to trigger me. They want me to see something that's going to be I'm going to be honest with you. That confession the other night, I had never heard it. I had never even wanted to hear it. That done something to me.
You know what, Ted Thompson? Once again, you have very insightful comment. If he held a regular job, yes, it could give him the gumption to get out of his emotional slump and start taking care of his hygiene and emotional health. Plus, it gives you a sense of accomplishment, right? I mean, it gives you some self-esteem to know that you're actually contributing to society, that you're giving back, that you're actually doing something with your life instead of just wasting it, you know? I mean, geez. Sometimes I think, well, what if I would have done this or could have done that, or, where did I go wrong? But Ernie, you haven't done anything. You have nothing. You're 45 and you literally have nothing. Not a damn thing. Except a flappy tennis shoe that you claim you never wear. And sticking dollar bills in a carnival machine trying to act like you're Superman. I actually felt sorry during that too, watching you try to show off to the other guys in the bar like you're some superhero ninja practicing your moves. Every time you hit that punching bag, you almost fell over. Did you notice nobody else even moved an inch? They all just hit it and hit it hard. I felt sorry for you watching that.
Done something to me really bad. And I should have never listened to that. I was always one like, oh, I can handle this. Oh yeah, I seen my friend get killed. I seen my friends get killed and stuff before, and I've had, handled it. But there's only so much that your mind can handle. It's only supposed to take so much, and then it cracks. With my brother,
Here we go.
had that gun out to that 3-year-old child, that woman walking across the road,
Oh my God.
and he said it's just going to be pop, pop. All your training, everything you've been through, who you are inside comes out at that moment. Because if you don't do nothing, and you sit there and you do nothing, you lose. When he held the weapon out, I remember exactly how he held it out.
Okay, when everybody listen to this, because I went through this and listened to this bullshit. So here's Mr. Ninja, someone who trained U.S. Marshals, bounty hunter with all these skills, protector of women and children, trained MMA fighter, and he can't take a gun away from his brother through all these escapades. I'm just stunned into almost silence when I'm listening to this. He tried to get a car to hit Shelby broadside to kill him, and risk his own life, allegedly. And then Shelby put the gun under the seat. Why didn't he take it? Shelby said when they stopped, because Ernie had to pee, and then Ernie came back and Shelby went in the woods to pee. Why didn't Ernie take off if he was so scared of Shelby? Shelby was such a killer. If the gun was under the seat, why didn't Ernie just take off with it? None of this makes any sense. Literally, none of it. But let's go on.
Put it out the window. His arm across it. I was watching where it was. It was on his funny bone. It was actually on his funny bone here where the window sill was at. And I said, "You're going to shoot her twice?" I told this in court. And he said, "No." He said, "The first one's for the kid." When he said that, it went all over me.
Which one of the Shell brothers doesn't like children? Which one of the Shell brothers threatened to hang a child from a ceiling fan? What did he say to MAGA? Something about her kid. Was a brat, couldn't stand him, hated him. I got dozens of pictures of Shelby with kids. His family's kids, his own kids. He loves kids. All we have Ernie is holding up strangers' kids, tagging them in a grocery store. Shelby would never hurt a kid. And no, he's not Saint Shelby. He just would never hurt a kid.
I was like, he's going to actually kill a kid in front of me. He's going to kill a kid. And I looked at the evil grin that come across his face. I looked at my rearview mirror. I looked over and I looked right directly at the trigger. And I watched his finger leave from the position, the trigger position, on into the cylinder of the trigger. When his finger entered into the frame of the trigger, I watched him put the finger on the trigger. I watched him do his mouth like, okay, right there it is. And I watched him turn his head to take aim. The woman stopped, froze, put her hands up like this right here. Her little boy right beside of her. What went through my mind? At that point, I was going to kill us both if it took it to save that kid. I was going to kill us both. I remember looking in the rearview mirror again, and I thought I seen an undercover cop a couple cars back. I was looking, the light was red, and I was like, I gunned it. I tried my best to get him T-boned. I tried to get us T-boned. Hit. Car missed, swerved out, run off the road, run out to the side. I stomped the gas trying to hit into it. It moved out of the way, and by the time he did that, he went like this right here, and he had the weapon in his hand. He's done this right here, and he hit his hand, and he threw the weapon up under the seat. When we went the road, I was going about 85 miles an hour up a little road in Harlan. 45. I already hit 85 in that car.
Sandy, you hit the nail on the head. Ernie has to be the hero, the Superman. I saw a video from a few years ago where I swear He had that identical Superman shirt that he was just wearing last week on. Only that one had long sleeves. I finally decided it was not the same one, but you had to look really hard to tell. I thought, didn't we watch him buy that? What is this fixation with Superman? He has to be the hero of his own story. Except he couldn't just take a gun away from his brother. He had to try to, gun it and have somebody T-bone the door where Shelby's sitting and possibly kill innocent people in a vehicle. Really, Ernie? Is that the killer inside? You honestly tried to cause an accident with innocent people that could possibly have been killed, even children? You thought that was a good idea? You tell on yourself. You try to make other people sound bad, and you end up just making yourself look like a piece of shit every time.
And I was just going to run him straight into something. And I remember him doing his head like this. He was like, brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I was like, damn you damn fool, what in the world are you coming back to? So what's going on? What the hell's going on with you? His exact words when he looked at me, he's like, there was too many witnesses. I didn't have enough bullets.
Didn't have enough bullets. Shelby was actually going to just fucking kill down everybody on the street. How many bullets does a gun hold? Because I don't know anything about guns. Like 6? So he was going to kill more than 6 people? I think Ernie's, watching too many action movies. As we're playing this, I don't watch a lot of stuff like this. Those kind of action movies and stuff. But is he getting this from a movie or a TV show or something? Because everything he says, he gets from somewhere. He doesn't come up with his own script. He takes something that he's heard or something that has happened to someone he knows, and then he embellishes it. So he got these things from somewhere. And I'm just curious if anybody recognizes where these things came from, any of this stuff.
That's no joke, guys. That's no joke. When I got him back to where he was at that night, his wife or his girlfriend or fiance, whatever.
Here I have to say, in all of these stories, Ernie's the one that's driving. Shelby doesn't drive. We're going to hear Ernie even say that further in this. He's going to tell you that Shelby never had a driver's license and could only drive between these 2 exits. That's all the farther he could drive. So how does he get 3 hours there and 3 hours back to kill Ronnie King? Because he don't drive. Ernie tells us that Shelby doesn't drive. I'm going to keep going. I just wanted to point that out here so you could be looking for that.
And you guys do know he always went after my exes, right? Yeah, he did. He went after my exes. He was married and still trying to go after another one of my ex. The woman he married was my ex. Think about that. Think about that. He always wanted to be like me. That's why he tried to dress like me.
He never wanted to be like you. I can guarantee you that. And the only woman he married was not married to you. So I don't know what you're talking about.
His only problem was I never wore tennis shoes. Never.
You got fucking tennis shoes on last week. You showed us.
You plainly see in that picture that guy walking that night. White tennis shoes. My brother's shoes. White tennis shoes. He loves white tennis shoes. He loves the color white tennis shoes.
According to you, he likes size 8 tennis shoes, right? Right? We know all about this, Ern. Where's the part where you said the person that was walking had cut off jeans? Shelby's 6 foot tall. I don't think he needs to cut off his jeans. On the other hand,
whatever people want to say about that, they can say, they can make up their own conclusion with that.
Yes. We do know something about her, but I'm not going to talk about her because, you know, that reflects on his son, and I'm not gonna entertain that here. Ernest is still in here. Hey, Ernie. Of course he is. Did he leave his live? Thought he was live. Oh, I know he's got to listen to this.
But I'm just telling you bits, pieces of his story that what brought me to who I am now. When all this went down, after we got back to where I let him off in Corbin there, I was sitting here.
Max, do you want to come up? Melinda was his first wife, and then Amanda was his second wife, I believe. Thank you, Nana Kim. Appreciate your input there. Yeah, Susie Sizzler, he did. He 100%, I heard that whole story today, signed away his parental rights to avoid his $800 in back child support. Catch me if you can. Oh, that's hilarious. Fox. Hey, Hornicole. Fox. Does Kim Kardashian cry at movies? We all want to know that. What movies did she cry at? Does she carry her own Kleenex? Okay. Mags, you're welcome to come up if you'd like. And stop me from clicking my pen. Because I know you can add some stuff. Fox gets around. Oh, that's a good movie, Misty Rose. Catch Me If You Can. Only that guy actually, worked for his money, right? I mean, he was actually smart. That's all I got to say.
Like, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? I mean, I'm just saying, I just protected my family. He was going to kill my dad. He was going to kill Mama. He was going to kill my uncle. He was going to do all this stuff. And I just had to come up with these different schemes. And all it was just time builders.
You know what? I think I might put the statement from your dad where he says your Meemaw was scared to death of you, that you were going to kill her. I might have to post that, Ernie. Because she wasn't scared of Shelby. She showed up at Shelby's trial. She visited him in prison until she died. She loved Shelby. And that hurts you, doesn't it? I know it does.
To try to let time pass a little bit so I could come up with a plan. I mean, it was a walking nightmare. Savage line. I remember when I first done it and I put the report out about him and who he was. The justice system failed the community. They let a savage line loose to prey on a small, helpless, poor, helpless community is what they did. Unaware of anything that was even going on. A killer walking is what they did. Did not care. Only thing he cared about was watching the last air go out of someone. He said that was his new high. He just didn't tell me. He told many people that.
So, did you just hear that? Excuse me. Shelby's new high was watching the last air leave, and he's acting out breath coming out of someone's mouth with his hand. And Shelby's new high is watching the last air leave someone. So if that's his new high, then, and he killed Ronnie King, why did he duct tape Ronnie King's mouth and nose? Ernie, are you in chat? Can you answer me that, please? Ernie? Ernie? Are you there? If his new high was watching the breath leave someone's mouth, why would he duct tape it? I really want to know the answer to that. Do I need to come over there?
So after I let him out, I'm sitting here and my head's just like, what is going on? Everything's starting to put piece to piece, and you see all these puzzles just coming together. All these pieces just fitting in this timeline. I never knew anything about Ronnie King till that night. I never knew anything about it. I knew he'd been killed, but I didn't. That's just from Everest News, small talk news, topics. Here's the thing. That's how I found out about everything, was topics. At the time, we had a thing called topics. Topics knew everything about what was going on, except for how Ronnie was killed.
Except that's not what the motion discovery said, did it? It said that someone using Ronnie King's IP address, using the name coal miner's wife, posted details of the murder on topics. Who would have done that? Ernie? Wasn't Ronnie King. He was dead. Who went back to the house twice after the murder? Who did they go back for? Can you explain any of that? I wonder if you were the one putting a bunch of bullshit on topics, because that was a cesspool. I gotta see if I can dig that up on the Wayback Machine.
Tell me how my brother know what the missing pieces was. What topics didn't know. The police hadn't let anyone know anything about how he was killed. So how the hell did my brother know exactly how he was killed?
How did he know? Who told him? Who told him what
You
to say?
see? So
Does anybody remember 2 days ago when he was talking, acting out the Ronnie King, and he's like, Ronnie was laying on the bed, and he had his hands behind his head like this, and he acted it out. Do you remember that? Ernie? How would you know what Ronnie King's hands were like on the bed? Can you explain that, Ernie? Ernie? Are you there, Ernie? He even acted it out.
when I let him out, I got back in the vehicle. And I'm in a walk. I walked around the car a couple times just to try to get some air. I was like, I can't believe this. My brother's a killer. I mean, guys, I'm gonna be honest. When he told me what he done and what he had done to that man, I couldn't. From that point on, I don't even think he was my brother anymore. He was more demonic than anything. So getting back to the car, my phone's ringing. It's my brother. I answered the phone. He said, "You see that dude standing up on the side of the ramp there, holding a sign, 'We'll work for food'?" I looked and I could barely see a little bit of a sign. I see him. He said, "Watch his head splat like a watermelon. I need to practice," he said. I heard him.
I think I've probably talked to Shelby more in the last over a year and a half, than Ernie has his whole entire life. And I can tell you that that is not something that Shelby would ever say. Who would even think it's something like that? That vocabulary, the wording. I mean, that's strictly made up. That's bullshit. Is that from a movie? Watch his head go splat like a watermelon? What? Target practice? And then, oh yeah, why waste a bullet, right? That's coming up. Because, Shelby's always short on bullets for some reason. For somebody that's a serial killer.
Around the chamber of the weapon. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? What in the world's happening? I said, don't do that. Don't do that. I said, save your bullets. You'll probably need them. That's what I said. He said, yeah, you're right. He said, that bitch is calling me anyways. I've got to go. Only thing my brother knows how to do is get on the interstate and drive from exit 87 or wherever he was at.
Here we go.
Exit 25 or 29. Exit 29. Sorry about that. He didn't have a driver's license. He had like a permit or something. Do you know they found there's a girl that went missing in Lexington? My brother tried to sell Ronnie's jewelry to her. She tried to jump him out. She tried to get him jumped by a bunch of gang or something like that. He pulled a weapon out. He told this story. Do you know that girl was found dead on the side of the road? She was found dead. Did you know her earring was in my brother's truck, with his wife's truck? You guys didn't know that. My brother talks about how he killed her.
He does.
How he shot her up full of drugs and let the air pump up in her. And he said as she's sitting there shaking and dying, he's looking at her. He's like, you're dying, bitch. How do you feel? How does death really feel? I get to watch you die, he said.
Except that Shelby wasn't using drugs then, Ernie. So that doesn't even make any sense, does it? Who do we know that had access to injectable drugs and like to give them to other people? Just asking.
He told that girl that as she died. This is what you get, ho.
He would never call anybody ho. Actually, Margaret, are you still in here? Have you ever heard Shelby say anything bad about anybody? Even people that deserve it? I never have. I was just talking about that with someone today that, Ernie was talking about his ex-wife having a meth lab in her house and blowing it up and burning stuff down. And I said something about her to Shelby. This was a while ago. And he said, oh, she was a nice girl. She just got in with the wrong crowd. I have literally never heard him say anything bad about anyone. Ever. Ever. He just likes to excuse everyone. It wasn't their fault. Even Ernie. Oh. No, Linda Hansen, I am not doing anything on a keyboard. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah. You know what? You guys, just a second. I might have solved the clicking thing. Is that my ceiling fan? Is that what it is? Just a minute. What, baby boy? Shut up, fat boy. Get out of the way. Okay, is it gone? Can you still hear the clicking? Oh my god, I hope we solved that mystery. Tapping, tapping. It's the cat. The cat. Can you still hear the clicking? Is it gone? Well, I don't have fingernails, so it can't be that. Let fat boy speak. He did speak. Did you hear him? He's like, shut the fuck up and give me my midnight treat right now, even though it's only 10:42.
Imagine that. Imagine when I was right.
Oh, Ernie. Hello. Can you answer some of my questions? You are a criminal. I don't think there's any, that's just a fact, right? I mean, that's a proven fact. You are a criminal. And you admitted a lot of stuff that you didn't get caught for the other day, didn't you? We know of at least 2 people whose heads you smashed into the corner of tables. Huh. How did you know Ronnie King's hands were behind his head on the bed, Ernie? As long as you're in here. No fat shaming the kitty. I know, I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
In the car with him. He was talking about all the stuff he'd done, people he killed, and how he got out of it, how he got away with it. There's enough evidence, not enough evidence, not enough evidence. People in prison he'd stabbed, got away with it. The guards and stuff that he broke them up, how he broke them up, how he took the guy's pen out of his hand that was in prison. One of the prisoners pulled their pens out of their hands, trying to stick the guards in the neck with it. Think about that and how he got out. Talked about different things. And then he said, the next person I kill. And I'm like, the next person you kill? What do you mean the next person you kill? He's like, I'm just going to tie them up. Chain them, or tie them up, tape them up to a chair or whatever. He said, I'm going to make you pull the trigger. I looked right dead at him. I said, I'll never be you. That's the exact words I said. I'll never be you.
And you never will be. You will never be Shelby, Ernie. No matter how hard you try, you will never be Shelby. And that eats you up, doesn't it? I think you think about that all day, every day. Take his Gazzy. Absolutely.
I'll never do nothing like that. He laughed. He said, yeah, there's ways. He said, there's ways. And he laughed. Big evil grin from ear to ear. And he said, be something to find your son. And he said, it'd be something to find Jeremy. He said my son's name. Jeremy. On the side of the road with his neck broke.
You should see that shit-eating grin he's got on his face right now, because it would make you vomit. Is that disgusting? Ernie really seems to think that was a funny thing. I don't even imagine. Where is he coming up with this bullshit? Ernie, where are you coming up with this bullshit? Oh, you want to be Shelby so bad. Yeah, it is disgusting. I'm going to share it here after we get done. I'm going to share the link to this. You can watch it without the clicking.
Nobody knowing how it happened. Just on the side of the road with his neck broke. Hearing that about my boy, I looked at him dead eye. I looked at my brother dead eye. Because at that moment, I didn't care, live, die, what it was. He had a weapon. I didn't at that time.
But you could take the weapon away, right? With your superior ninja skills. Ernie?
And I said, what do you mean by that? He said, never mind, buddy. Never mind. Because he knew what he was getting to. He knew what he was getting to. He knew he was hitting that point. Then he's like, He was talking about killing and how he wanted to do the family. How he was going to take, at that time, my sister's baby was a newborn baby. Well, Gracie was just born. Just a little girl.
You shouldn't even be mentioning Gracie's name. And I think we all saw what you tried to do to her. Shelby adores Gracie. He really does. Gracie's a good, God-fearing girl. You shouldn't even be allowed to mention her name, Ernie. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
Those Angel and Angel had called the law and stuff on him so many times and got him in trouble. He was going to kidnap the baby. Take the baby in the mountains. Hang her in a tree.
Who does that sound like? Who do we know that threatened to hang a baby before? Ernie, this is such a revealing live you did. I can see why you deleted it. This is you, Ernie. This is you. You're the one that threatened to hang a baby.
Her alive is skin her. He's going to skin her and let the family find her like that.
This is fucking sick. It really is. It's disgusting. I hate to even play this. I hate to make you have to listen to this. Yeah, and somebody said he shows zero emotion through this whole thing. Yep. He's got big black eyes. Like he's really imagining this scenario.
He said then he would walk through each one of the family members, kill every one of the family members.
Oh, yeah.
Except for one.
Yeah.
My uncle John Paul, the one that sat on stand and took up for him. And then he said he would put the weapon up under his seat. Up under his seat.
The one that said he saw you and Jimbo making out in the driveway? That John Paul? Is that the one you're talking about?
Because he always left his doors open. He knew he could frame him with the weapon. He knew.
Who would have a grudge to solve with John Paul, Ernie? Who would want to frame John Paul for a murder? Ernie? Shelby didn't have anything against John Paul. John Paul testified for Shelby.
He could frame him with the weapon. I remember this during this time. He put the gun to my head. He was sitting there like, and he was just grinning in my head. That's why I got that mark right there. That's how I got that mark. He took the sights of the weapon and right down. I felt a little bit of drop of blood before he poked it in.
I thought you were some big jujitsu ninja with your moves, and like you let him hold the gun to your head, and like you didn't do anything. Or is that the scar that Josh Shanks left when he hit you in school? What's really the truth here, Ernie? Is he still here? He was his.
And he went to my side, and I remember when he poked the weapon in my side because he had the finger on the trigger, and I thought he'd shot me. Sweat automatically.
I'm having a really hard time believing Shelby was out, 89 days? And he... How did he have time for all this? He was visiting family. He was trying to see his kids. He had a job. He had a girlfriend. He helped her with her kids. And yet, to hear Ernie tell it, he drove around 26 hours a day threatening to kill little kids, right? Ernie, there's just not enough. This is like your made up work history. There's not enough hours in the day for all this bullshit. I'm sorry. Just like there's not enough years for you to have had your 23-page resume.
Broke my face and everything. It was running down. He cut my side. My shirt was open. He cut my side. I remember the sweat mixed in with the blood. It stung. It stung. It was stinging. I remember him taking the weapon and just grinding it into my side, and it was just like, and he was sitting there just twisting and everything. And I said, "Promise me one thing." He said, "What's that?" I said, "If you're ever going to try to kill me, you at least do it like Dad said to do it. Man to man, fist to fist. Be a man about it. Don't be a coward about it." He moved the weapon away.
So you're saying your dad wanted you dead? I don't even going to comment on that. Raindrop Lost, I haven't seen you say anything objectionable. Seriously. Although I'm trying to stay away from chat because I don't want to click. But anyway.
Yeah. He put it up under his leg. He had the weapon up under his leg. Put it up under his leg. He said,
So couldn't Ernie have grabbed it? Because I've heard several different versions of this story, like when they went through the roadblock, right? Again, with Ernie driving because Shelby didn't drive, right? Ernie drives in all these stories. Always Ernie driving Shelby around. One, Shelby was holding the gun on Ernie, ready to shoot the cop if he pulled him out of the car, right? The other story, Shelby had the gun under his leg, right? And then he also told the story where the cop pulled Shelby out and frisked him, which apparently didn't happen, but I guess he didn't have a gun on him at that point. Which is it, Ernie? I know you're still here.
"I don't know about that. You know too much of that kung fu stuff." That's exactly what he said. That's exact words he said.
He was always better at
And
that
I
than
said,
you,
"Yeah, if I
wasn't
get my hands around your neck, you're done."
Oh,
And he's,
no, that's your laugh, Ernie. Right there. That's your laugh. That's not Shelby's laugh. That's your demonic laugh.
nothing funny at all about that. As we was going through Harlem, he was sitting there and he was doing chants. He would sit there and he would go, his eyes would go up back in his head and he would go, "Money, money, 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 come to me, money, money." And he was scared.
Who's obsessed with money like that? Who chants that all day, every day, Ernie? Who in your family is obsessed with money? Money, 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 come to me. Come to me, money. Here's my Cash App. Here's my PayPal.
the hell out of me. There was no joke. There was no joke. He was chanting. He was chanting words that I don't even know what he was saying. He did not care. His exact motto was, "Everybody has the expiration date, and he is the stamper." For kids, he's doing them a favor by killing them. That way they don't have a chance to grow up and go to hell. Now you think about that. Now you think about that. You want me to take a lie detector test on that?
Yeah.
Any day.
Any day? Okay.
Any day.
I'll set it up. Want to do it on a live? You can do it on a members live. You can keep the money even. What do you think? What do you think, Skern?
My brother gave me 2 stories that night about how much money he got. First, he said they was a little bit over $400, and then he said he got a lot of money, and then he said he buried it. But I think he just told the story because with Shelby, when you deal with Shelby, you have to understand there's always a little bit of truth with everything he says.
That is you, Ernie. Because I trace some of your stories because I know you get them from somewhere. There is always a little bit of truth to your story. You take them from other people's lives and you co-opt those stories and you make it part of your life. I've seen you do it. I've tracked them down. I know how you work. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that lie detector test. I would love that. I'm not sure it'd be, we'd have to get a really good professional. One that would, Ernie, when you take a lie detector test for your 6 questions or whatever, it's not just the 6 questions. It's the pre and post lie detector interviews that are the important part, correct? And there's baseline questions, so none of that's going to count, right? We're going to do 6 questions on the actual polygraph. I can find a person. You can keep the money. The Ouija board. Matt, I have to agree with you. I'm afraid of that. However, I think if you got a really good polygraph operator, I think they could tell. I really do. It's pretty hard to beat, although people say you can. They're not reliable. Usually people that don't want me to be reliable are saying that. If they know what they're doing, they say it's pretty hard to beat. Although, if you're a sociopath, I guess. It'd be interesting nonetheless, don't you think? Do you think Ernie would rage quit a polygraph? Put a lock in the chat if you think Ernie would rage quit a polygraph.
A little bit truth. But then he bases the lies around the truth. Now, I was never on trial for that. I was never, ever one that was even accused. What you trolls have done to me, well, we'll see what happens.
Jaded. Yeah, he'd be in the hospital, right? Jeep accident with a steering wheel through the chest? Okay. Just a minute. Mags is going to come up. Here, Mags, I'm putting it in chat. It's just for Mags. Fox, you kill me.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm outside on the porch again, but I come out because I don't want my grandbaby to hear my mouth. Excuse me. I'm sitting here, and the more I'm listening to this, the more I'm getting aggravated. Like, for real, like it's really bothering me. And why would he come? Why would he come to me and tell me the details of what happened at Ronnie King's house, but he didn't tell me all this other shit that was going on? You know what I mean? He was there that whole day. He was bouncing off the wall, manic as hell, and all like superhero type shit. He's going to turn Shelby in because he's a menace and he's that and this it, whatever. So I tell him, I said, Ernie, I said, that's your brother, dude. You can't fucking turn him in like that, even if he did do it. He's like, well, he did. Ernie did say that Shelby had threatened Ernie's son. He did say that. But I think he said that to get to my heartstrings. You know what I mean? Like, oh, shit, he really threatened a kid? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck type shit. Okay?
Yep. I see where you're coming from.
So, in the mix of this, though, he's there at my house like 6-7 hours. Why wouldn't he tell me all this other shit that he's throwing out there right now? You know what I mean? And the story that he told, and the stories that he's told so far, right?
Yep.
Okay, and another thing, Ernie, this is for you. Listen up real clear. Take that goddamn Superman shirt off, because you will never, never fucking be who you're fucking acting like right now. I know who that fucking shit is. I know I know the cancer shit that Ernie done and the shirt that he's wearing right now. Take that motherfucker off, Ernie, because you will never take that man's place. It's somebody local. And the kids called him Superman. And Ernie, I swear to God, if I could get my hands on you right now, I would punch you so fucking hard, dude. And I don't care if you whoop my ass or not. I really don't give a fuck. Oh my God, I want to get my hands on you.
I think there'd be a lot
Everything that he's saying that he fucking done, he's telling other people's stories. Especially the cancer thing. I get it. Like, I know who he's doing that to, and God help me when I get back to Harlan, his family will fucking know about it. And I don't know why it didn't hit my mind before, but it did. Like, I while I'm listening to this, it just clicked in my head. I'm literally shaking.
I know.
And as far as the military shit, we know where that shit come from too, and you'll never fucking be him either. You stolen valor, piece of fucking shit.
Max, you got to talk more. You got the deets.
I know where he's getting all this shit from, and the goddamn coal mining shit. Ernie, you never worked a fucking day in that goddamn coal mines. Not a damn day. You might have done security like I did, but you never worked a fucking day in that mines. So get off of John Powell's coattail, because John Powell was the one worked in the mines. And the dude that fucking wrecked and had the damn steering wheel in his fucking chest was Ernie Shell, God rest his soul. He was one of my dad's drinking buddies. Him and a few others wrecked in a fucking Jeep, and it fucking paralyzed him from waist down. Hit the steering wheel, went into his chest. It was really bad. And when I find that fucking article, I'm going to post it. His name was Ernie Shell. And Ernie, you just need to fucking stop, dude, for real. You just need to fucking quit. You're going to end up getting hurt. You're going to end up getting fucking really goddamn hurt. That's not a fucking threat. That's a goddamn promise.
Put some love in the chat for Mags. She's coming with the truth here.
The dude that the Superman shirt, his brother is our sheriff. Come on, Ernie. Come on back to Harlan. Because I'm calling him tonight. It just clicked in my head tonight whenever I'm sitting here listening to this, who you're trying to fucking act like. I know exactly who it is. Take that goddamn Superman shirt the fuck off, dude.
He's just disgusting.
And he was talking about on a few others that I looked up, that he was saying he was 6 foot something. So many, whatever his poundage was, I can't remember. And that, he's doing that faking cancer shit and all that. Yeah, his brother will damn sure find out about it, Ernie. You can kiss my fat white ass. I'm calling him tonight.
Well, for sure. It said so he's not Harlan. I don't know. His family said he's not with me then, that he's not in Harlan. So at the moment.
That's plumb pissed me the fuck off. I don't know why. It just clicked in my head tonight for some reason. And then it dawned on me who the fuck he was trying to be like. It's fucking disrespectful, Ernie. You've known that boy all his fucking life. Growed up around each other. Oh, goddamn. Take that fucking shirt off. Lisa, I'll send you a picture later of who I'm talking about. You'll see.
Okay.
Because thank you, Purple Rainstorm.
Yeah, people are sending me love. Is Paul related to Ernie? John Paul is Ernie's Uncle.
Yeah, there's two John Powells. I have a son named John Powell, and then there's Ernie's uncle is John Powell. So that's where people was getting confused at a lot whenever I would say John Powell, because I've got a John Powell and Ernie's got an Uncle John Powell that I love to death. And yeah, he's a goddamn drug trafficker. I don't give a fuck. He still worked and took care of his, and he raised his kids and there for his old lady. I don't give a damn. They got high and fucking fought like hell. That was between them. She's one stayed. She could have fucking left. That's the way I look at that. Because both of them was on shit. So you can't just blame one. Because male or female, you put your hands on me, you're getting hit back.
I wouldn't want to fuck with you, Margaret.
That's the way I raise my boys that way too. Yeah, I don't want them beating on no women. Hell no, I'd kick their goddamn ass. But you let somebody fucking, let a female put hands on them, they'll smack the taste out their fucking mouth. That's the way I raised them. TJ Strong, you damn straight. I'm literally fucking sitting here in this damn chair, fucking both legs bouncing. I feel like I'm smoking 2 cigarettes and running off at the fucking mouth. God damn, he's got me heated. I'm sorry.
This is just this one is really bad. This one's really
But seriously, if Shelby pointed that gun at some lady and she put her hands up in the fucking air and she had her child with her, you don't think she'd went straight to City Hall? She's less than a block away from City Hall.
Well, Shelby,
you know what I mean? Right there where he said that happened at, she would be less than a fucking block from City Hall. You don't think she'd have walked her happy ass over and fucking told?
Stories are just, ridiculous. Absolutely.
No, he dated innocent. He dated Amanda, but no, that I don't think that's the same Amanda that they're talking about. Because God love her crazy ass soul. I know she's looking over me. I love that young and more than anything. But God Almighty, she loved Ernie. Oh my God. I think she thought he shit rainbows or something. She did. She absolutely adored Ernie.
He's got some women thinking that. Lisa, is that your friend Brian? Trying to read the chat a little bit. Yeah, that's the same Amanda. Okay. Could the
you're talking about Daisy's niece, Amanda?
Yeah.
That girl, let me tell you. I love that child from the moment I fucking met her. Like, we just clicked, and Daisy and Jinkies both will tell you she was like my daughter. Like, I love that kid more than anything. We was drunker than hell and met at the damn lake. We was all drunk, and there was a big party at the lake, and her ride had left her, and I asked her if she needed a ride, and she's like, yeah. So we're going through Harlan, and I turned around because we had a sober driver. I turned around the back seat, towards the back seat, and I said, where are you going? She said, fuck, I'm going home with you all. Y'all got the liquor. So we took her home, and she stayed there the rest of the fucking time. She stayed with me for months.
What about the story about the girl that Shelby shot up with drugs and
okay? He said he left her on the side of the road. Where did he leave her out on the side of the road? Did he leave her in Harlan, or where was it? Because there was 2 girls actually hit and run. They got hit by cars on 119. It was a hit and run bullshit. So there was girls that died on 119, but Shelby didn't have nothing to do with that. Shelby wasn't even in Harlan whenever that girl that they found on the side of the road shit.
See, that's a good example of him taking a story and then putting it on Shelby.
Yep. Shelby wasn't even in Harlan. I think he was still in prison then.
Probably. I don't know. Shelby did also killing and trying to kill people in that short amount of time he was out.
And the money bullshit, I've heard Ernie say that more than once. And I know, like, everybody watches in the bushes whenever fucking Jimbo comes on. So I'm gonna tell Jimbo, when you come on, tell him what Ernie used to say. He can confirm that too.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Or my oldest son, when I go back to Harlan, I'll have him tell you. He's heard it.
God.
Yeah, and he said the whole family's killers, and he said his dad would have told him fight man to man. No, he wouldn't. His dad shot a dude in the fucking back. Who the fuck shoots somebody in the back?
Yeah, so family killers. Shelby was in it. Fucking Gracie alive? What the fuck? Who thinks up something like that? There's something wrong with Ernie. I think we all know that.
Every one of the kids that was in that family adored Shelby. Every one of them.
He adores them back. There, not a day goes by he doesn't ask me how they're all doing.
Every one of them kids loved him.
He loves Gracie.
Now, don't get me wrong, Shelby's crazy as hell. He is. He's crazy as hell. But goddamn, look at the family he come from. It didn't just start with him. That's like me. I'm crazier than hell. I tell you, fuck, if you know my family, you'd see. You'd know why. And Ernie talking about the damn Klan and this and that. Ernie ain't never seen no damn Klan. The whole fucking community that he fucking lived in up there was nothing but fucking white people. There was no fucking blacks even allowed in that community, okay?
Oh yeah, that was the Ku Klux Klan used to march down his street.
No bullshit.
They had lynchings and public hangings in the backyard. Oh my god.
He's full of shit.
What movie you got that from? Burning Mississippi or something?
He's full of shit. I can tell you that right now. I lived through that. My whole family, like I said, we're all mixed up of every damn thing. Like, I lived through that.
Yeah.
Wake up in the middle of the night and crosses burning in your front yard. They leave switches on your fucking front steps and bust your damn windows out with kids still in the car. Lived through all that. Ernie didn't live through that shit.
Nobody probably knows something.
And he gets on here and hollers the N word any damn way. Ernie, how would you like for the Cottrell boys to know that you out here calling everybody that, saying that shit?
I have 2 or 3 clips of him saying that. Yep.
Send them to me. I'll pass them along.
Okay. Yeah, I have one as a clip. I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link.
Send them to me. I'll pass them along. For real.
Ernie, where are you? You don't want to come here and talk to Margaret? I'm still here. Oh, that is for Mississippi Burnings? I thought so. Yeah. He's always got to take something from somebody else's story.
I don't see how he could be racist, and both of his boxing coaches were black. You know what I mean? How would they like to know that he's out here saying that shit?
Yeah. An older black couple?
I've said it from day one. Whenever all this shit come out and stuff, and I figured out the way he was doing and everything, I figured out the real Ernie after this damn social media shit. And
you did.
He's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt. I've said it from day one. People's not going to put up with shit like that. Especially in Harlan County, Ernie, you know better. You fucking know better.
Now, before now, actually, all the bullshit he's pulled. It is. Oh, picking up no stories.
Yep, Mr. Kitty, he actually had boxing coaches. His first boxing coach he was a young teenager whenever he trained and under him. And then later on, we got, whenever me and Ernie and all of us started training and fooling around with them mixed martial arts fights and stuff, we picked up another boxing coach, which is an awesome man. And shout out Coach Greer. We love you. He's got a fucking 6-inch punch that'll knock your ass clean out. He didn't play. Like, he's an awesome box coach.
Rough, tough group around there.
These boys, I swear to God, these boys would fight for a trophy, okay? Just a trophy, and to be able to say that they fucking won. That's how boring Harlan County is. Hell, back in my day when I was younger, I would box the boys. Like, we come up with a set of boxing gloves some damn where. I don't know where they even come from. But there used to be this old red building. We called it the Red Building in Everett's. And all of us would meet up back there, and we'd either play football, like hide seek type shit when we was younger. And then we started playing tackle football. And then we come up with boxing gloves, and it was on from there.
Ernie's mom was a brawler, wasn't she? She won that rough and rowdy rumble.
Shit. Hey, I loved her, man. She was off the chain. She was awesome. Listen, my dumb ass, like, I smoked like a freight train. I'm sure y'all can tell by my fucking smoker's cough. But even back then, I still smoked, right? But she got madder than hell at me because I lost one of my fights to this little skinny chick, and I love this girl to death and her kids. They adore me. But there was no animosity. What happened in the ring stayed in the ring type shit. You know what I mean? And we both loved it. It was at Ernie's show. I lost because I got winded. I couldn't fucking breathe. My fat ass was about to die. But I did. I loved it. And you get this, your adrenaline is so fucking pumped. Oh my God, it's unreal. But anyway, yeah, it was, I don't know, it was something to do, you know what I mean? And these kids would literally, she said, can you wipe? Hell yeah, I wipe and smoke. I do everything in smoke. The only thing I don't do in smoke is cook. Other than that, like, I don't know, like, I'm weird, but, oh yeah, back to the boxing shit. He had these, I can't remember the kind of gloves that he had, but it wasn't a boxing glove because the fingers was open. It was a Muay Thai gloves. Them motherfuckers felt like we swinging cinder blocks. But anyway, I still had a good time, and me and her's great friends, and like, it just, I don't know, it was something to do and something exciting. And I have to say, as bad as I fucking hate to, Ernie brought MMA to Harlan. Damn, I hated to say that. But he did. He did. Damn it, man. I hate saying that, but he did. And these boys enjoyed it, and we've had so much fun out of it and everything. And then it just got to where you have to go through the athletic commission and all that and everything now, and you have to have a certain type of insurance, and it's expensive as fuck. So needless to say, there's not that anymore, but I'd love to bring it back for these boys.
You know, yeah.
Amanda loved Ernie. I mean, absolutely. Like, she thought the sun shined out of his butt. I'm not even playing. She got mad at Jimbo and Kemper because they made this panty brigade thing and had my picture on it. And I was mad about it because I didn't want the motherfucker on there. But Amanda got mad because hers wasn't on there. I'm literally like, I'm sure Jimbo's probably still got the messages that Amanda sent to him. And she cussed him like a dog until he put her fucking picture on there. God rest her soul. That young'un was wild.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Jeff, Ernie burned it too. He did. He took, which he was going to get his ass kicked anyway. Les Cox, God rest his soul, he'd have whooped the shit out of Ernie anyhow. But Ernie claims he took a dive that night, and it ruined it for everybody pretty much. Yeah, they. I don't know. That really pissed me off a while ago about and I'm trying to calm down, but it really pissed me off because I put two and two together, and I realized who he was trying to be, and I'm definitely gonna give Big Walking Tile a fucking call, and that's what we call him. That's what we call our sheriffs, Big Walking Tile. Best sheriff Harlan County's ever had. Youngest too.
Well, be sure and come back and tell us about what went on. You got it.
But like I said, if he's going to tell me all that about Ronnie King and all that and everything, why didn't he give me the whole story? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he hadn't made it up yet. He had to embellish it later.
No, innocent. I've not heard all of it. That's the reason I said it. The man, I'm telling you, the more I listen, the madder I was getting. I was like, I got to get on there and say something because I just can't. You know what I mean? I can't sit here and be quiet because that's not me. And I damn sure wanted to tell Ernie, hey, you big boy, with them clips that she's got of you saying that certain word and stuff that you're doing on here, yeah, you're done. Oh, you're done.
Hey, Ern, are you in here? I know you're still here. So there was an investigation of others complicit to murder in Ronnie King's case. It is closed, according to the paperwork I have. It says closed. It's closed by arrest. So I don't think they're looking for anybody else.
But I appreciate you letting me up here and let me vent for a minute because it really I needed to calm down. Like I really did. I'm still sitting here. My fucking legs are still shaking.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
I need a box. I need a heavy bag so I could just put his picture on it and just.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
What body stuff like Ernie. We appreciate you coming up. You're welcome anytime, Mags. Thank you for asking for
All
a
right,
link.
thank you.
Oh, have a good night. Calm down. Take a good look. Okay, do you guys want to hear the rest of this, or is this like enough? Because it's pretty disgusting. I know. Let me know. You do want to hear the rest of it? Because it's 11:25. That's funny. Thanks, Mags. Have a smoke. Yes, we appreciate Mags. She's got the deets. Roll with it? Okay, here we go. Tap, tap, tap.
Down. I concluded my investigation last night.
Your investigation.
On who you guys are. You see, I wasn't on hardly all day yesterday because I was working. I was figuring out who certain people are and who your real identities is, or who you really are.
He couldn't skip trace his way out of a paper bag. Kevin had to help him with his monetization, his YouTube channel, and he said he was on the phone with hours trying to explain the simplest thing to Ernie, and he just couldn't figure it out. He didn't skip tracing anybody. He's got a couple of his girls sending him info, but that's it. You notice that's why, like when he poured bomb Katie, did you see? He was working up to that. Somebody else sent him that. He was holding his phone and looking at it, watching it, kind of like, should I do this? Should I do this? You could see that. You could see that he doesn't think of that stuff by himself. He can't do that stuff by himself. He probably doesn't even have a picture on his phone that wasn't one someone sent him.
Way I can turn it in. I got a couple more to go. A hard one was Missouri Mama. But then Kansas City, Missouri, that kind of come into play. And then I started finding out some actual mutual friends. Well, not mutual friends, but people who...
You don't have any friends, Ernie. Mr. Kitty, Jimbo spoke about the sheriff's brother, that Mr. Shell. You know, I think they talked about that the last time I talked about Ernie, that someone said he was trying to raise money to buy a headstone for Ronnie, but that his family had really already bought one. I honestly believe that. Somehow that's, you know, money, 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 come to me. Money, money, money. That's going to be our new mantra. Put a dollar bill in the chat.
are actually acquaintances and know who that person is. And then how she ties into all of this. And then I look back about 8 months when she first started. You see, I am a bounty hunter. And when we get that lead, we stay on that lead. We stay on that lead. That's something you'll never know nothing about because you're not part of that family. You'll never be part of that family. People will tell you, you can have anything in the world after you. You can get away from it, but you cannot escape a bounty hunter. Benny, you want to know what blood money means? It's no bounty hunter term. It's a bounty hunter term. It's not your term. It's a bounty hunter term. Family all across.
Pretty sure blood money was around in biblical times, right? Judas and all that stuff. Remember? You got to know that, Ernie. That ain't a bounty hunting term any more than you measure it twice, cut it once. You know what? That's a quilter's term, and it turns my stomach every time you say it.
This nation. I built those networks years ago.
Oh, this is
I was the one who
hilarious.
traveled and built those networks. You see, what I built up cannot be destroyed. When kids went missing, we had a thing. We got a thing called the Future Recovery Network. It's a big net. It's a huge net. If I'm in Tennessee and I got a fugitive out in California, I can get on there and I can say, hey, who's on in California? And within minutes' time, there'll be a bounty hunter answer. Bondsman or someone of that nature, future recovery agent, whatever you want to say. It's all slang term. It's all slang. Same. S-A-M-E. I know you guys know how to spell. Come on.
What a condescending fucker. I'm sorry. Sorry, crazy chicken lady. There I swore.
We got out San Bernardino. About 20 minutes out. Hey, can you do a spot check for me? Yeah. That bounty hunter can go and do a spot check. Under the laws and regulations, he's now got a financial interest in it if I want to pay him. He can make arrest after I fax him the proper paperwork. He can make that arrest because he's got a financial interest in it. Now, if we can do that with fugitives who don't want to be found, you think about what we can do with children who would love to be found.
And yet, 3 years later, you still never found a child. He's claiming he thought up this whole Save the Children thing. This is in 2022. Ernie, you've never found a child. You've never saved a child. What have you ever done with your life? Name one documented accomplishment in your life. Just one. You're in chat. I know you are. So go ahead. I see we got a big... Woo. We're discussing painkillers in chat. Ern, I know you're still here. Tell us something that you've done, something that you've accomplished, something that you're proud of. What are you most proud of in your life? Other than, you know, framing your brother. Other than that.
You see, I come up with that. That's my deal. That's mine. All mine. I invented that.
I did that.
I took an old very usable force, and I upgraded it to even more. That's why I keep saying you have to become more. Because I don't have, like I've said a million times, I don't have a teleprompter about me. I don't have one around me. I'm not no famous speaker. But you'll not beat what my experience is. You'll not do it. When it comes to tracking, you'll not beat me. You'll not beat my tracking experience. I sit there and I lie and I bullshit with you all.
Yeah, you're
making
right.
you all.
Did he just admit that he lied and bullshitted with us? I think that's what he said. I'm just looking over the transcript, seeing if there's anything worthwhile that we need to listen to. Oh. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's see.
So even though I ain't a celebrity, I still get treated like one from that aspect of it, because if people find out where I'm at, hey, I'm bomb rushed, right?
No.
I'm not bomb rushed by fans. I'm bomb rushed by lies and cops. Please. So think about that. Why would I want to try to start a new life? Which I got to start somewhere. But look what I'm going through. I mean, how hard is that? And now I'm just coming up to, coming up to realize that, hey, I do have a mental health problem. I do. I see that over and over and over and over in my head.
Why don't you get some help then? Ernie, you're court mandated right now to get a mental health evaluation, which I don't know how you managed to scam your way through it. And counseling, and you're not going to counseling. Here, you could get it for nothing. A lot of people would die to be able to afford to go to counseling. And here you got it, and you know you have a problem, and you admit it, and you admit that that's what's causing your problems. But yet you don't avail yourself of offered help.
Where do I go? What do I do? Many times I thought about some things online. I did. I'm not going to lie. I told a story one time when, after this happened with my brother. I was outcast. I was outcast. Wrote off every single will. Wrote off all properties, everything. Because I did the right thing. I did what I thought was right. I did what my dad taught me to do growing up. But I was outcast from it.
I don't know what kind of wills or property he thinks that he was written off of. Because his family doesn't have any money. Because I know who paid for what, and nobody died with and wrote him out of their will. I think he's convinced. I've heard him say Amber killed Mima and cheated everybody out of the $100,000 estate. More bullshit. More total bullshit. The stuff he says about his family, just that infuriates me. It really does. He has no shame. Look what he drags them through continually. All of them, really.
Black sheep of the family. I had to watch my family die. I watched them die. One by one die. Did I have that relationship as I once had with my grandma? No. No. I hadn't been back at my grandma's since that happened. Just to keep trouble down.
Because she was afraid of you.
Just to keep trouble down.
She thought you were going to kill her.
People don't talk about when my brother called my stepdad. And he was talking about trying to get his hammer. Because he knew he was going to go kill Ronnie King. He knew he was going to kill him.
Why didn't you just fucking buy a hammer? Ernie.
My brother said it himself.
What really pisses me off is that $62 Shelby had after he paid the bills with his paycheck. He was going to buy Ernie a pair of fucking tennis shoes. He was going to take what little money he had left and buy his brother, this asshole, a pair of shoes. Because we all know Ernie has a problem keeping his shoes. And then you fucking did what you did. I'm getting emotional now, Margaret.
When he had Ronnie King all tied up and taped or whatever, he said he didn't want to shoot him because of the noise. He said he went through the house looking for something to knock his brains out with. If you're going to go through the house looking for something to knock someone's brains out with, you automatically, that's premeditated. That's premeditated murder.
No, not really. That's not.
You tell me the reason he did.
It would be, but that not because of the reason you're saying. If you premeditate murder, you take a hammer with you. You'd buy a hammer. You don't need a hammer. You just need, I don't know, a dumbbell or something. I mean, this just doesn't make any sense, Ernie. But keep talking. Keep talking.
Is it because his kid got sick, mold? They said he had mold. But my brother always had a reason to do stuff. He always had a reason. My brother's one of those people who give straight off his back to you. You cross him any ways, he'll sit there and wait on you. The guest that I'm going to have, Amanda, he was going to break her neck and put her in a car accident. And act like the car accident broke her neck because she was late. Because she was late. Guys, he drew pictures. He drew pictures of what he wanted to do to her body. Did you know my brother was also, he raped prisoners, right?
No, he did not.
Whatever y'all want to say on here. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
He never did that, Ernie. But I bet you were pretty popular in jail, weren't you? I just want to say that. You know, isn't it bad enough he accused him of murder, but raping prisoners? Seriously? You know damn well that didn't happen. You're just a sorry piece of shit. I'm sorry. Oh, this is getting to me, you guys. It really is.
When it comes to SA, RA, RP, whatever the hell you got terms for.
What do you mean, whatever the hell you have terms for? I thought you were an educator, a child protector. I thought this was you taught awareness classes in this. And still, you don't know what a predator who's attracted to a post-pubescent child is called, do you? Still. No, you're going to rage quit on again because you don't know that. I asked you 3 times to answer that, and you quit the stream. Because you don't know the basic, simple terms or anything.
I'm not into that. I'm a straight person. I shoot forward straight. I'm not one of those people who gets offended really easy. I believe in the bullshit, the pussyism. I don't believe that. I believe in sticking straight forward the story and what it is. I don't sit there and I don't sugarcoat shit, especially when it's got something to do with murderers or pedophiles or child predators. I don't sugarcoat nothing. That's why I'm who I am and you're who you are. That's the difference between me and you. Now, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I can't. That's not me. I always try to sugarcoat something. You know what? I'm not being genuine with you. I'm not being real with you.
Mr. Kitty had Shelby had known to have guns around him all the time. I think Shelby's not, probably. I think he was pretty good with his hands. Actually. Okay, Mags, I got you. You know, you used to shank in prison. Because say what you want, everyone in prison has a shank. I guarantee you 100%. You'd have to be an idiot not to. And yes, Shelby was caught with a shank. He was new. He wasn't, too good at hiding his. But he learned. So, I mean, you literally got people being stabbed every single day around you. You'd have to be crazy to not try to protect yourself. So, if you think that's wrong, go ahead. But, I don't think you guys know what it's like, especially in Kentucky. I don't know if I talked about it the other day, but did I, innocent? You would know about Eastern Kentucky, which is where Shelby was stabbed. If you fail a drug test there, the COs give you a choice of being tased or drinking your own urine. Yeah, I did talk about that because I remember the comments. That's the kind of stuff you put up with in prison. That's just a small taste of it. I post a picture of what a meal tray looks like. See if you think that's proper. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting too much into my head here. We'll just go on.
I'm not being 100 with you, right? I'm not being at 100 with you. Just make sure everybody gets the terminology right. But what I am is me. That's it. Now, if people would have gave me time to tell my story, I would have told the story. I've not told this story to many people. Only people in courts, only people's heard this story. And a couple more people, that's it.
I hate this story.
My brother used to take girls after Bible school. They'd come up to the house. They liked me, they liked him. And he would hold them down in the yard, force himself on them. Did you know that? He did that. Been caught many times doing that. Him and my sister, well, he sexually abused my sister.
He never sexually abused your sister, either of your sisters. And no one else in your family has ever heard of that. And I could prove it, but I'm not going to make them go through that. But this is pure bullshit, Ernie. What weird stories you tell. Shelby's going to hold a girl down in the front yard and assault her? What? Why didn't you stop that? If that was happening, you protect her women and children. Why didn't you go down there and pull him off of her? Did you stand there and watch? How does this story end, Ernie? Go ahead, tell it some more.
Over and over and over and over. So there. To me, when I think about that, that makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's sickening. To him, it's a delightment. Big difference. Big difference.
Yeah, who grinds in their seat anytime they talk about kids getting sexually abused, Ern? We know who that is. I know. Okay, I can't take any more, you guys. That's actually the end of it. There's only a couple more lines, and that's about all I can stand of that son of a bitch. Just, you start out feeling sorry for him at the beginning, and then just more disgusted. He turns my stomach. I'm sorry. This is a particularly bad one to listen to. Oh, Starry Night. Has everybody heard that? That's a very good point. And that's why I like my chat. My chat brings up excellent points, excellent questions. You guys are all really astute. I love every one of you. Yes. Yeah. He left someone handcuffed to the bed and walked out of the room and told his friends to have at her. And it was being videotaped. And when they were done, if they wanted to, they could take the tape. Ernie put that out. Ernie told that live. On a live, it's recorded. He put it out. He admitted that. He did that. What do his tiger twats over there think of that? How could you possibly support a man that would do that? This is a protector of women and children, right? Okay. I feel like I need a shower now. Yeah, thanks, Lurking. I know I'm getting worked up and I'm kind of tearing up, actually. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. I can't tell you how much. I appreciate you hanging out with me. God, 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's amazing, especially with the clicking. Thank you, Margaret, for coming out. Everybody loves Margaret. Margaret comes with the tea. And thanks to my awesome mods. They're amazing. Hey, Prismo. And we'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully. I'm thinking. So have a good evening, and we'll see you later. Thanks for sticking it out.